What are fractal patterns in nature? Imagine looking at a tree branch and noticing that each smaller branch looks just like the whole tree. That repeating shape is a perfect example of a fractal pattern in nature. These patterns are shapes or structures that repeat at different sizes, which is called self-similarity. When you zoom in on a fractal, you see the same pattern again and again, just smaller each time. Nature is full of these fascinating shapes. For example, fern leaves have tiny leaflets that look like miniature versions of the entire leaf. If you look at a tree, its branches split into smaller branches that resemble smaller trees. The veins in leaves also show fractal patterns, branching out in complex, repeating ways. Vegetables like Romanesco broccoli are amazing examples. Its spiral cones repeat in smaller and smaller sizes, following a pattern called the Fibonacci sequence, which is a series of numbers where each number is the sum of the two before it. This sequence appears in many natural spirals, like sunflower heads and pine cones. Natural formations such as river networks also show fractal shapes. The way rivers branch out into smaller streams creates a pattern that looks similar no matter how close you look. Mountain ranges have jagged edges that form fractal shapes because of erosion and geological processes. Coastlines are another example, with their irregular, jagged edges that look similar at different scales. Animals and human bodies also display fractal patterns. Our lungs have branching airways that maximize surface area, helping us breathe better. Nautilus shells grow in spiral shapes that stay consistent as they expand, creating beautiful fractal spirals. These patterns serve practical purposes. Fractal branching in trees and blood vessels helps distribute nutrients and oxygen efficiently. Ferns and corals grow in fractal ways to increase their surface area for photosynthesis and feeding. Spiral shapes in shells and pine cones provide strength and help with growth and packing space. Looking at numbers and their meanings, fractals show us how simple rules and sequences can create complex natural forms. The way these patterns repeat and scale connects directly to mathematical ideas like the Fibonacci sequence and geometric growth. Recognizing fractal patterns helps us see how numbers influence the structure and function of the natural world, linking math with biology, geology, and ecology. Studying these patterns also inspires new ideas in design and technology. Engineers mimic fractal shapes to create stronger materials, more efficient systems for distributing resources, and better ways to use space. This shows how understanding the language of numbers in nature can help us develop smarter, more efficient solutions in everyday life.